Alright everybody, welcome back to PGA Tour 2K25. So, I just did the Daily, Master, and Pro for today. And I might need to just stick with my Sculptor. Because I went 15 under on the Master. And 15 under on the Daily. And it should have been more on the Daily. I had a 8-foot birdie putt that was breaking to the right the whole way. Not much. I put it on the left edge of the hole, hit all 4 perfects, and it went left. So, yeah. Should have been 16 for that one. But it's so strange how I'll play a lot better with the level 65. It doesn't have as many shot types. It doesn't have... Well, it doesn't have nearly the shot types, and doesn't have a lot of the attribute points in some things, but for some reason, and hits it shorter and everything, but for some reason I just play better with them. But yeah, we're gonna do some more of the I think we have to do 2 more training and 2 more like pre-round thing or whatever to get one of the quests or whatever. What the hell? You starting me off on this weird ass lie for? Hey, got it. Come on. Is it gonna be the same putt every single time? I don't almost have the 1200. Oh no, it's a different putt, okay. It's only uphill an inch. This is an easier putt than before. I say this, watch me. Okay, I was gonna say watch me not get it in. Hit this one a little bit harder. Alright, still fine. Breaks a lot towards the end. Hey, we made one. But I don't think you get anything extra for making it. Well, we got all of them this time. Unless I get a bunch of -50s, but... I think we're past the point of even being able to lose. I've not missed the 150 one time. The putting one's easy. I should have done this a long time ago. Not a single 150 missed. Okay. Wow, that was very easy. Oh, no, okay, we did all of those. Okay, so maybe it's 2 more of the other one. Next week, or actually by the time this will be it'll be this week, is the Masters chipping contest and practice round at Yoho River Golf. Take a shot. You just get the attributes, so it doesn't really matter. This is playing 4 holes. This is 10 shots of chipping. I guess we'll just do the chipping. I played today. Had a lot of fun. Played with 3 other people, never met them. They just matched us up together. Ooh, this one's going down the hill. 6, 4, and 2 feet. Alright, going down the hill. I'm in the heavy rough. It's gonna go loud. Sit. Oh, okay, so this is a different one every time. Oh, wow. How did that go so far? Oh, what the hell? What are they? Are they giving me pitches or something? Wow, I've only gotten the first one. Still, come on. Those chips in the beginning, man, they were some weird ones. Alright, we gotta get it within 3 feet every time, or else we lose. Alright, let's, we're done here. I don't know, the first chip was fine, but then, like, the next 4, I feel like they were, the animation and the animation and the way the ball was in the air and everything made it look like I was hitting a pitch. Weird. But anyway, yeah, played, and I was gonna walk, but I work tomorrow, and I was like, I don't really want to walk 18 today, and I knew it was gonna be a little humid, cause oh shit, cause it had rained a bunch and all that, or not a bunch, but it had rained the day before. And so I was like, I'll just ride. But I will not be riding anymore because for some reason, price of 18 holes has gone up almost $20. And the course is not worth that. Very strange. Range balls are crap, and you have to hit off a mat 99% of the time you're on the range. It's like... And then, on top of that, you'd have like... You know, the fairways is basically grass that you can just grow in your yard. It's like nothing special. The greens are alright. A couple of them have some bad spots. I mean, they're not horrible. The rough is... It's what's crazy is you would think the rough would kind of be the easiest because you can let it grow. But the rough is usually the worst parts. Down 18 or 18 feet. I can't get myself to go far enough left for some reason. That's been a reoccurring thing though with my main character. The tee boxes aren't really all that much to write home about, you know. It's I pulled the ever 11 or closed it up 13 degrees, but that helped it go in for a birdie. 3 under through 3 because I think the one was an eagle. I still don't have enough over left. Uphill a good bit. Do that. There we go, but I closed it that time. Not too bad. A long ass par 4. Is it not going to give me the thing I have to do for the quest? Alright then. We're going to be playing the Renaissance Championship at Yoho River Golf Course. And next week is the PGA Championship. In real life, next week is the Masters. Will be this week by the time this goes up. But yeah, we started. First hole, first drive. Really great contact. Just a few yards to the right, and it was in the rough by like maybe a couple feet.
For the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour.
And I played the tee boxes ahead of what I usually play, because I usually play off the back. So the blue, so I played off the white, because any tournament at the course is off the white tees.
We're going to bring all the coverage to you right here on 2K Sports.
Alright, still in the fairway. I was like, wind's kind of into us. Let's hit a.
What does this look like?
He's got the big 200 all the way back to this pin.
Pulled it again, but that wind, I don't think I actually accounted for the wind all that much.
This will be a challenging putt from this distance.
Yeah. Oh god, what the hell is going up with the stutters?
What do you see in this putt?
Pretty sure this looks like it's going to the left.
Putt on the way.
Hardly any. I could have hit that almost dead straight.
And just to finish off the par.
Second shot I had about 120 something. Yeah, probably about 120 something. Straight up a hill, playing about 130.
A semi-blind tee
hit a
shot,
small gap.
From right to left, you want to hit your tee shot about Yodi-Ho area. From there, the
landed
by some deep bunkers,
next to the pin and rolled out about 6 feet.
That's a really nice shot.
But I really misjudged the speed of the greens, and man, they were slow. That wind's probably gonna kill it, so that's why oh, never mind. Wind did almost nothing to a wedge when the wind was straight into it.
All around this, tried to read it,
Weird.
just can't see it, but he's got about 22 feet.
This putt is for par.
So I left it a few inches short, but right on line. Second hole, perfect driver.
Good news, they give you plenty of room to work with here.
Damn it. Just had it closed, but the backswing was good. Backswing was perfect.
This is so long, I don't even think the largest
we couldn't have made this one anyway, I don't think.
Just find yourself a really good
number. Oh yeah, I remember this hole.
Second shot with. Third shot,
we're hitting a full
from back to front and from the sides just a little bit. What a wonderful opportunity to make birdie.
Yeah, wonderful opportunity on a hole.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Wow. I love how with the pitching wedge the wind did almost nothing. And the 9-iron just absolutely killed it.
Starting this putt way out to the left.
Well,
our drives, that's what's really kind of killed us so far.
That putt drops and we move on to the next.
But absolutely perfect drive on the second. Had about a 30-40 yard pitch. Decided to flop it because I had to get it over a bunker and it couldn't roll too far because I didn't want to be putting straight down the hill. Wow, I thought the backswing was good and it was the follow through, but it was the opposite.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity.
Now starting to turn right. Hit it pretty good, a little bit short of where I wanted to. And again, it was literally one more roll away from it going in. Perfect line, just pace. So par that one. Next hole, par 3. Hit just a tiny.
Moving the golf ball left to right.
What I hit, tiny 9 or tiny 8, I can't remember. Choke down, 3/4. Pin high, just to the right. And same thing, right on line.
A little bit more club. Let's
really?
See.
This would be a great up and
Can't believe that one's long. Again, just a touch short, so up to this point, really haven't been able to get the speed down because they were so slow. Then the fourth hole, it's got, a pond all the way on the left side. take my 3 hybrid, and just get under it a little bit, and it just left into the pond. Luckily, though, it's a you don't re-hit you as long as it cross. So I was able to drop it about I was 150, but I was on a huge side hill lie in the rough, and the pin was in the back, so I was like 165. And I went long. I was like, what the hell? Wow, pull open, that's perfect.
In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
Well, let's just say yes. And, I mean, hit it beautifully, but it was long. And I hit, choked down on my 9 because, again, it was way above my feet.
Hit it hard. Sometimes you leave that face open and you leave your tee shot out to the right. Don't do it here. Miss that bunker.
Look, he told me not to do it, too.
Got a second shot.
That was par 5.
Work a little bit from right to left and try and work it along the ground over there. And then
I was hoping I could power it over that, but
very dangerous and
that's a no.
Shot.
With the oh wow, it got up there. It took a horrible kick.
And this putt to move into a tie for second. This putt starts off nicely.
And there we go.
And it goes.
So I'm chipping for my par, and I'm like, oh my god, please just limit the damage, get this close, make the putt. Almost chip it in, tap in for bogey. Par the next one with the par 5. I chunked a freaking 40 yard shot. Chunked it, and then, putt from off the green, then tap in for my par. I was so disappointed in myself because I was doing so good up until then. I mean, besides the one tee shot, but everything had been going so well. I hadn't mishit anything besides that tee shot yet. Really?
Already writing a circle on the scorecard.
Okay. I was, to be honest.
Well, after an approach shot like that, that feels like a wasted opportunity.
Everything's very normal up until then. Par that hole. I think I bogeyed the next one. Or I parred it. I can't remember. I was 4 over through the first 9, which I was very disappointed because I was hitting the ball incredibly well. It was just my approaches were not getting me, anywhere near where I needed to be. And it was like putting very well. The speed was just the only thing throwing me off, so most of my putts were short on the front 9.
How tricky is this one?
This one starts out moving right.
I hit it too hard. No.
Left.
Oh.
Should be interesting.
Okay. Dead straight putt, because that's about what I moved it. Insanely long par 4, but the wind being as bad as it is. But then it started the back 9, it's a par 3, 170 yards up the hill, pins in the back, and you have to make sure to get it over a ridge, because you don't want to be putting up and over that. So I hit a low draw 7 iron, lands and stops within like 4 feet of where it hit, and 8 to 10 feet out, little left to right break and putt, and just dropped it right in the hole. I was like, yes, finally, I make a putt. So at that point, I'm only 3 over. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I like that. That's
all right, I can definitely get another birdie or 2 at some point.
An opportunity to get to 3 under.
Really?
Here's the tap in for par.
Didn't break at all.
A look at the leaderboard.
Par the next one with par 5.
The 11th hole at Yoho River is a great par 3.
And then par the next one. I wound up 2 over on the back. I made 3 bogeys after that.
This hole should be called moose antlers, because every bunker out here looks like some moose antlers. What a cool feature of it. Just don't find them. You don't want to hit it in the moose antlers.
And it was just basically the same thing all day. My approach shots just did not
Perfect wind
add up.
swing. Nice and easy.
And
And this putt to move into a tie for third.
oh my god, why is
Just a
nothing
little bit of
breaking?
cleanup work remaining on this hole. Lydia Ko is currently on.
And it was so
right now.
disappointing because, like I said, my
This has to
my
be one of the
driving
difficult holes in
especially
golf. The long par 4. And
was
after a putt
just
at the last,
on
just to
point.
maybe
And you know, you go with the par threes. The first one pin high on the green.
time for the second
The
shot at
the
drop.
next par three, I did hit it short, but I parred it. But that's a tough par three anyway. It's long.
Now that
The
would
next
bring up the hole line.
one, I birdie, the 10th hole.
Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
Oh, I love how that one broke though. That but broke the one that I'm like, all right, well they haven't been breaking. I'm not going to play as much. Of course, that one breaks. Screw you.
Okay, he's
And
obviously
then
on the leaderboard
the
right
only
now.
par 3 I bogey was 16, the one I love.
Well, the par threes
I hit
are
an
the
amazing
last special,
7
and this short one
or
at
8,
13
and it
reaches
just
past
didn't
the net.
draw.
They always
It did
say
not
the
draw for me.
greatest par threes in the world are less than
It drew a
150
little bit.
yards
I
long.
started it
This
out
is
way
one
too
of them.
far.
Not long, but there is not much room up there to work with.
Like
Massive
I didn't
runoff,
mean to start
short,
it out as
massive
far
runoff,
right as I
long.
did. Ooh.
Distance control imperative. Fun factor 9.9.
Alright, shut up.
He's
We're
currently
done with the
tied for
hole.
second.
Okay.
And
I wanted to start the my ball out on the right edge of the green, 'cause pin's in the middle and the back, and I wound up starting it like 10 yards further right than that, and I was like, oh my god, didn't draw like I wanted it to. From starting there, it drew like I wanted it to if I had started it where I wanted it to.
lining up from about
But
250
hit an
yards
amazing
here.
flop shot.
Downwind on this shot.
Landed right over the pin. Unfortunately, just rolled like 12 feet after that. Barely missed the putt. Again, short.
And here we are with the third shot. 4 strokes off the lead.
Oh,
6 feet remaining to the cup.
This for back to
I was gonna say, I hit all 4 perfects. Everything's going to the right. It never moved right.
A par 4 here.
Oh shoot. All right. I mean, it got through him.
Henny, how
Oh,
difficult
God.
will this shot be?
This one has nestled its way
Oh, yeah, we
down
have
into
to-
this thick rough. Not a great lie, Andrew.
This is dumb. You have to go all the way there if you want to do a punch. Too good.
That's
Punch was too good.
Unfortunate. Can't fault him there. This rough is nasty. No fault in missing the green.
Oh, I thought I made that.
Needs this putt to
Well, this
save
sucks.
par.
It was a dumb drive. I shouldn't have done
Okay,
it.
Henny, give us a read here.
This one's going to gently
Get the par
meander
anyway.
from the left.
It's a great
And
putt.
that's in there for par. Okay, let's get a quick look
But
at
yeah,
the
it's like
leaderboard.
that. My putting
Lydia
was
Ko
just so
is
good
leader
most of
by
the day.
3. This hole is
And
a par 4.
You got to take it down the left-hand
the
side,
driving was
flirting
so
with that
good all
bunker.
day. I
Anything
think
out
I
the right-hand
hit.
side, you have a blind second
The
shot.
funny thing is, I didn't hit
There.
many
This
fairways,
is where it gets
but they
fun
were
and
all like
interesting. A long
2
narrow
yards
green
off
with
to the
one all
right,
the way down the
or
right-hand side, a massive
I hit my
bunker on the
hybrid
left.
too good on a
Most
par
players,
4 and it went
smart
through
ones
the
anyways, are
fairway.
gonna leave their
You know.
second shots just on the front edge or just short of the green.
So it's like my misses on the tee shots, on the par 4s and 5s. Those were my. That's the ones you missed the
This
fairway. So
putt
it's like
left for birdie.
they weren't really misses at
John,
all.
what's he looking at with this putt?
I'd say it's about 29 feet
Oh.
from where I'm standing.
He taps that one in as we head to the next hole.
And
While we
then,
have a moment, let's take a look at the
you know, all of
leaderboard.
my putts, I
Lydia
had the
Ko
read
is
on
in first
every
place.
single one. The only thing was a touch short on most of them. I made a lot of par saves on my
Even
putts.
2 putts would be good from here.
It's not that long, buddy. It's not a hard putt. Oh,
Man, that was close.
2 putts would be good there.
This putt from 5 feet away.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
As we look at the leaderboard, first place belongs to Lydia Ko. The closing hole is a par 4.
Tee shot has to challenge the bunkers down the right and carry him, but not quite reach the bunker on the left-hand side. Find the fairway and just sit back and soak in the view.
I had
this,
two little
going
pitch
back
shots
into the
from,
Rocky Mountains, it
you know,
just
between
doesn't get any
30
more
and 60
majestic than
yards
this.
that I
What
just
a finishing hole.
chunked. I couldn't believe it.
Let's see if this one has enough steam to reach the green.
Not quite. Not
Looking
quite.
to get up and down from here.
Ooh.
Magic with the short club.
No
The
way.
round will end with a tap in on
Did I
18.
have 3? No, I only had 2. So it's like I only really had 2 really bad,
Top 5 on the leaderboard.
you know,
That
approach
is
shots.
Never a bad thing. He's currently in a tie
And,
for 5th.
you know, give me those 2 shots
That will do it
back.
for us today. For Rich Beam, Luke
And
Elvey, and our entire
so I
2K
shot a
Sports
78,
crew,
a 6 over,
I'm
which,
Andrew Catalan.
I mean,
Have
it's
a
not
great night.
bad, but it's like I know I can do a lot better than that, you know. And my driving, my putting, and even some of my other approach shots really showed that. But it was, you know, I had hole 17. And it should be an insanely easy hole. It's a little dogleg left, but you don't really have to worry about it. It's straight up the hill, but it's a short hole, so you take driver, even if you only go like 240, you only have like 130 to 150 maybe. But it is up the hill, so you have to add about 10
In
yards.
association with the PGA Tour,
Maybe
is
15, depending on where the
thrilled
pin
to
is.
present the season-long race for the
And
FedEx Cup.
I hit a good drive, but I
Coverage
just
of the
pushed it a
Renaissance
touch
Championship
right, and it
season
went into
right
mulch.
now. I'm Andrew Catalan.
And
Great
I
to
don't
be back
hit
with
out
you
of mulch
today.
very
As we
often.
join you for today's coverage, our featured player
So it was like,
is currently
I was
in
pin high,
sixth
but,
place.
you know, right of the
Let's see
green
if
in
he
the
can
rough,
find some birdies out there and make a move.
it was pretty buried.
Time for the second
And so
shot
I
on
had to
the
make
first
sure I
hole.
got through it, you know. And I hit an amazing chip. The contact was incredible. But it just carried 5 yards too far, and,
The putt goes in, and
you know,
it's an
just
open
barely
hole
went off the
birdie.
green. I had a
Should calm
a
whatever
12-footer,
nerves this
you
player
know,
has. Nice opening hole.
12, 15-footer back.
As we move on to the next hole, we
Back
take a
up there
quick
and
peek at the leaderboard,
didn't make it.
and he is in a tie for 4th. That is a massive drive.
Just little things like that, you know. It's downhill slope. It's down 5 yards. It should carry. I mean, slope's actually not that downhill. It's right there. I opened it. I opened it like the
bad
devil
shot
because
right
it was 6.66.
Penny, how tough will this putt be?
Ooh,
Not that tough.
downhill
Probably
left
won't make it,
right
but
here.
no, really easy putt, really.
While we have a moment, we want to show you the updated leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 3rd.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Board a bad thing.
Let's check out the par 5 3rd.
Oh, it's got length, and more length to it, but thankfully it is very generous, very wide off the tee. Just pick whatever number you're comfortable with, your favorite number to hit your 3rd shot with, to a green that sits just
My
above the
favorite number to
fairway
hit my
and
3rd
tilts in
shot,
from left to right and a little bit from back to front.
100.
What a great
That's my favorite.
opportunity to make a birdie for.
In real life. If you can give me anywhere between 100 and 140, I'm happy.
That will
Give me
definitely
90.
work.
I'll take 90 as well.
On the green,
Oh,
that's
man.
always mission number 1. Henny, what more can you tell us?
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
I would normally I would have put it more left, but like I said, they just haven't really been breaking on this course, so I was like, oh, that's probably fine.
We want to show you that Tommy Fleetwood is in
Because
first place.
90
We have
and
a par
100
3 on this
are
one.
are like pitches with my sand wedge. 110 would be a full sand wedge. And then anything after that, up to 140. 140 would be a full gap
Those are the
wedge.
shots you practice at the
And I
range
love
over and
hitting a
over, and
partial
boy,
gap
does
wedge.
it pay off here.
120
He's
is
got
like,
this left for
oh
birdie,
wow, that just
and it
die
should turn
left.
toward the hole.
120 is like
Four-footer
my
leads.
perfect partial gap wedge.
Here's a look at the leaderboard
that I
with
love to
Victor
hit.
Hovland on to by 1.
Here we are at the 5th hole.
What a drive. Look at that.
Hitting fades by accident.
Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Uphill a few yards.
Let's not think
Keep
about
it right
what
there,
happened
'cause-
here yesterday with his next shot. It wasn't very good.
What?
And hitting
I'm
yet
pretty
another
sure I was
green
probably
here
on the
today.
green. It was
Dare I
just
say, Luke, this player has been in
like
fuego.
I had a bogey
Just
free 4
another
under
great
round. What are you talking about?
And it's
We'll
Lydia
talk
Ko
about what
on
happened
top
on
of
this
the
hole.
leaderboard. Lovely momentum for
Idiot.
this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. What a bad line this one. Time for the second shot here at the 6th.
73 uphill a little bit. One did. Put it right there because it's gonna hit off that hill.
That goes down
Told
for
you
an eagle.
it was gonna hit off that
That'll
hill.
be a big boost to his
Look at him
standings on
throw the
leaderboard.
club in the bag.
What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Let's take another look. Look at him. Partial it. 75% hits the downhill slope and just rolls right in the
Perfect
cut.
distance, perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
And he was thinking before this, I'm 4 back. I'm probably not
Checking
winning
in
it.
on the leaderboard,
All of a
this player
sudden,
is currently
we're
for
tied
fourth
for the
with
lead.
Lydia Ko.
With a
Time now
lady
for a par
that's
5, the
playing on the
seventh.
PGA.
If you like to draw the golf ball, you're going to love this hole. Just hit a nice little gentle draw right to left off this tee. Avoid those bunkers. And the second shot, most definitely.
Uphill,
your nice
5
little draw,
yards, but the wind is
avoiding those
helping,
deep
so-
bunkers front and left of the green.
Pull open. Yep. It's gonna be
Time now for the
really
third.
short if you pull open everything, don't
Currently
it?
tied for the lead.
Oh, this is a par 5. Okay, I thought it was one of those really long par 4s.
That's a pretty good shot right there. Now this putt for birdie. Another birdie. That's the 4th of the day.
The 4th.
Okay,
So I had
moving
an
on to
eagle.
the next, but before we do, let's look at the updated
downhill
leaderboard
13
and now
yards,
a
so-
solo leader.
198. No, what? It's not that much. There we go, 196. That should be perfect. I had that math
That's
wrong.
a textbook
Ah.
swing.
I knew it was gonna be a little bit long. Didn't realize I was
There
gonna
a
use that
game
slope
plan
though.
there, and that approach was executed
Game
nicely.
plan, you know.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is
I don't know
getting
why it went to the
wider.
right at first.
I
but-
like it. 2 in a row.
As we take a glance at the scoreboard, our featured player is in first. Lydia Ko sits in second. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Wide open tee shot here to that bunker out on the right hand side. That's just for show. Second shot
Cool.
back up the hill just a little bit. I tell you what, second shot distance control is paramount.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Five iron downhill 2 yards. Right there. I pushed it. Had it open.
Yeah, right hand side of the green.
Oh wow, it went a lot further than I thought it was going to.
Well, this putt is from way downtown.
And we had this last time too, and it was almost dead straight.
Well,
'Cause
this
I-
one starts off looking good.
Yeah, oh, I just didn't hit this one.
Lag putt.
I had the line, just didn't hit
Moving
it.
along.
Alright, that is a 7 under front 9 with 1 eagle and
As we head
5
to the next hole,
birdies.
our featured player has
in
a
the lead by
two-shot
2.
cushion.
Tommy Fleetwood Lydia Co.
We begin
at
the back
9.
9 here on the 10th hole. Wow, cannot hit it much farther than that.
I mean, you can. It was 315. People in real life can hit it a lot further.
What an aggressive play. This has a chance.
jumped. I just didn't want it to be
Your green
short.
side, what do you see in this putt?
Obviously
Yeah, it's
less
really
than
tough
that,
to
and
see,
I pulled
but
it.
it's gonna be straight
But as we've
and
learned,
just switch left.
if you watch the last video,
No change.
you
It's
have
not
to
the
pull,
leaderboard
push,
after that
close,
hole.
open about 5.5 or more for it to actually affect the
These
ball.
holes, but to me, this hole should be
Yeah.
called moose antlers because every bunker out here looks
Little
like
pull.
some moose antlers. What a cool feature!
Which
of
is
it.
kind of
Just
funny
don't
because
find
any
it. You
little
don't
push,
wanna hit
pull,
into
open,
moose antlers.
closed on a regular shot
Facing a little up and down here
oh,
to save the par.
will affect it a good
He
amount.
has this putt to save his par.
Why the putting is completely
And that hole
different,
behind us,
I have
our
no
featured
idea.
player is currently in first place with Tommy Fleetwood in second. Welcome to the par 4 12 hole. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive.
Like, it would suck because I do leave
Recently a
putts,
familiar
open, close,
spot.
push, push,
Rich, it looks like the same
a good
putt as
bit,
yesterday.
so it's like I would miss a lot more
For the
putts,
same result today.
but I would rather it be more accurate, you know.
Oh, stop it. What
I
a
would
shot.
rather, and I would also
7
rather
feet
there
to
be
the
no
cup.
ghost breaks.
Mark it
I'd like
down.
that the
That's
most,
6
to be
birdies
honest.
today. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that,
Why'd it say Lydia, or who, Tom Kim, he's -1. I was like, why does it say a -1 on the board? But
Threes on the planet are less than 150 yards. This is one of them. Not much here, but the runoff area
pulled
is
it.
short and long. It could be maddening. What a design. What a hole. Make 2 here. Happy days.
there we go, happy days.
how good was that putt?
Pretty
I
good.
like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. On the tee now, the par 5 14. Good shot there, Beamer.
Uphill, 2 iron should be fine. It's a little right, damn it. I didn't account
Close to the surface
enough for the
here,
lie.
The green side rough.
Oh.
Almost went in the hole. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Currently in first position.
Yeah, it looks like we're winning this
Time for
tournament
the tee
easy.
shot on this par 4 hole.
I'm not going to do what I did last time. This probably goes too far though.
Wow, what a swing right there.
Yeah, I'm dumb. Should just hit 2
Coming
iron.
out of the deep rough.
I knew it was gonna go too
Made
far.
a par here yesterday, a little bit more difficult today.
Yeah, I made an amazing par yesterday.
Okay, that's going to play.
Might make a birdie
We've
today.
got
But
15 feet to the cup.
Looking good.
yep,
There it is. Let's take a look at
we're
how
4
things
under
stand.
for
Our
the
featured
first
player
round.
is ahead
11
by
under
4.
at the moment.
And now teeing off
How the
on
hell are
this
we
par
11 under?
4.
You got to take it down the left-hand side, flirting with that bunker. Anything out to the right-hand
What a
side, you got a
fade.
blind second shot, and from there, this is where it gets fun and interesting. A long, narrow green with water all the way down the right-hand side. A massive.
Yeah, but we don't
bunker
look
on
at
the
that
left.
water.
Most players, the
'Cause we
smart ones
pull it.
anyways, are going to leave their second shot.
Needed that 5 iron. Should have. I guess I should have done a choked 5 iron.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This one
Probably
looks
more
like it
break than what I
breaks
put.
hard left to right.
No. Oh, it was perfect. I
And
just
this
didn't hit it.
short one left for par. After that hole, he still has a top spot on the
Damn.
leaderboard.
You guys
We've
hearing that
reached
little
the
mic
17th.
thing?
It's
That
a
was weird.
par 3.
Well, thankfully, since it's
Ah,
got
shoot.
length, they've given you a chance to run the golf
Chance to
ball
get
on
in that
case
damn
you
bunker.
can't fly it that far. If you missed it left and right, you're going to find some bunkers. But for those players just trying to find the front part of the green, run it up there,
Oh, wow.
this is a really cool
Pulled
hole
it.
for them.
On the green and a chance to save par.
Alright.
For
I was
a
like, don't
while, that
bogey
did not
now.
look good, but he finishes strong.
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
I cannot get my phone to go
I like
left.
that one.
Me
And
too.
Rich, this is a similar
Uphill
spot to
21's
yesterday.
5 iron though. So.
Yes, and let's hope it's not a similar results as yesterday.
Yeah, what I do, go in the bunker? Or is it just off? I can't remember. On the green, but way
This
right.
is one you
so.
don't practice very often.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Really sharp, especially
Okay,
making
good day
that.
out there, and it comes to an end. Let's
And we
take
went in
another look
style.
at that shot.
We don't need to look at it again. It was a nice putt. Scorecard. Look at that. 12 under. Yep, 12 under. Not too bad. We win by 5 against Tommy Fleetwood.
Halfway through, and they are in first place entering the weekend.
There's only 2 rounds.
Absolutely flawless so far.
Flawless.
I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Just a phenomenal day. We can't wait to do it again. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey,
What?
our entire 2K
Why is
Sports
this
crew,
for...
I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.
Why is this 4 rounds? Alright, well, I don't have time right now to do 4 rounds. Or 2 more rounds. So, we're gonna end it here. And what I'll probably do is just... put the next part in it. But didn't we get... We got something, right? It's 5 rounds of my career sponsor. Okay, so it's sponsor events. Okay, and then we need to make the cuts in 2 more rounds. Okay, so that's what it is. 4 eagles in a single round. Yeah. 10 green regulations, any course with a knockdown. I don't have a knockdown. Ugh. I was trying to get the knockdown on who the hell has the knockdown? Whoever, and just do it on a random course. But anyway, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and begin round 3. So this, like I said, I'm splicing it with the first 2 rounds. But it's almost a week later. I didn't get to finish the last 2 rounds.
2K Sports, in association
The next day,
with
so.
the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present
But we're in the lead by 5.
race for the FedEx Cup. We've hit the 3rd round of the Renaissance Championship. Hi again, everyone. Andrew Catalan here. Glad to have you back with us.
And
Rich, as we check the leaderboard at the start of this 3rd round, our featured player is sitting on top.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun.
A putt of 14 feet. John, give us a read on this putt.
This looks like it's going to
Perfect.
break to the left.
Let's see
I've been
what
playing the
happens here on the
daily
second hole.
master
Such
and
a cool tee shot here. Semi-blind up the hill, a little bit dog leg from right to
pro.
left. But when you get up to the
And then I
heart of the
played the
fairway, now you
weekly
get to see the
pro.
expanse of
I've been
this
doing
green
all those
and the
with
bunker featuring around this
my
green, around this
sculptor
hole is so cool. I love this
to
design.
try that out, try him out. And wow, I left that way open. I don't know why I pushed my thumb to the right.
On the green, but a different area code.
Yeah, it's way downhill too. And I've actually been playing very, very well. Even though he doesn't
Let's
have
see if the player can manage a par.
nearly as much stuff. Like right now,
Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is
after
currently in first place.
playing the 2 dailies
And we're on to
today,
the par 5 third.
loved them up a little bit more.
Plenty of room to work with here on this.
And by loved them up,
grizzly
I mean the
par 5,
shot
isn't it?
types.
This
I
is
haven't
so
put any
long.
more
I think
into
it's
the overall,
largest hitters in the game are gonna
just
be
because
reaching
that
into.
is such a
Just find
VC
yourself a
sync.
really good number to lay up your second shot with. Third shot into a green that pitches
ooh,
from back to front
left that
and
thing
from
open.
the side.
Luckily it got
just
over.
a little bit. What a wonderful opportunity to make birdie.
But
This is
that
the 3rd.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
was a big ass pull and an open. Jesus.
All right, we can work with that. Okay, a 15-footer remains.
Ooh.
Cannot believe that did not
And,
drop in for birdie. All right, that one is behind
Put
us.
in fittings, and I
Things are
completely
still looking good for our featured
forgot
player. in first
that
place
unless
on
it's
the
a limited
leaderboard.
edition club, when you
Now let's go out to the par 3
level
fourth.
up your club or whatever it is, Evo your club, that the fittings you have in it are gone. And with the 3-wood, I put in fittings and then Evo'd it, completely forgetting that. Because all of this guy's stuff is completely Evo'd, so this might be short. Oh, it's definitely short now.
This is a 7-iron
No?
on the
Okay.
way.
Pin high, just a little left.
Really like that play.
And
Now
so
a
I
good
put
look at the hole.
like 2
All
power
right, John, which
and
way
some
is this putt
contact
gonna
or something.
go?
Well, it looks
In the
this
3
one's
wood for
going
the
left to
sculptor.
right.
Oh wow. Just
Too
hit it
much
too hard,
power
really.
on that putt. Here's one to walk away with a par.
And the power ones,
Just an empty
those
feeling. An
and
approach shot like that, Rich,
swing
but
path,
still
I have the
come
least
away with
amount
a
of,
par.
so I'm trying not to use a lot of them.
And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues
So I just
to lead this
wasted
tournament.
2 of my most important ones, which really sucks.
That should find the fairway. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
4 against the wind to stick that one.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This is a
Damn it.
12-footer here.
Just under reading
Just a short
some of
putt
these
remaining
breaks.
Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Yeah, I should have honestly had 3 birdies in a row, but that's been the thing too when I was playing the dailies today. Just the daily pro, I mean, I was missing putts like crazy. Now 2 of them were not my fault. They just didn't break at all when they showed break. So can't really do much about that. But
All right, he's
I
going
was
with
under
an
reading
extra
or
club,
over
gone
reading
against the
every
caddy
putt.
here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
And
Scorecard filled with threes
the funny
never
thing
hurts.
is,
Good
oh
putt to
wow,
make this.
pool closed.
That's very well judged.
Then I play in the Master,
And that should secure
and
the par on this one.
I shoot 15 under when I was only 9 under in the
He's
pro.
currently in first place.
And I was like, what the hell? And that's with a water ball on a par 5. So I parred that par 5, hitting it into the water.
You leave that face open and you leave your tee shot out to the right. Don't do it here. Miss that bunker from
And
there.
so it's like I
you've
should
got
have
a
really
second
been. I
shot.
should have been 17
Wanna
under
Try and work a little bit from right to left in, try
because
and
of that
work it
water
along
ball,
the
and
ground
then
over there.
missing
Anything coming up in those
a
bunkers on the left-hand
birdie
side is
putt
going to
that,
be very dangerous
like I
and
said, just
tough
literally
third
didn't
shot.
break when it showed break. So hitting it perfect on the putt,
Wonderfully played,
and
4
it just
against
doesn't
the
break at all.
wind.
So
11 feet remain.
Fantastic play so far, setting this up for the eagle.
eagle.
The putt goes in and the lead continues to grow. And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard.
And apologies for any
We've
sniffles
reached
or
the 8th hole. It's a
anything
par
like
3.
that. I know I've already done a few. My allergies have been insanely bad this whole week. Little pull, but that pull was actually fine.
This is a 7-iron on the way.
Just
16
short.
feet away. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
You know, to my
Oh.
eye, it's looking a little left to right.
And to tap in as we move on to
After
the
this
next hole.
tournament, I think I'm gonna up
And
something
now teeing
because
off on a par 4.
Wide open tee shot here to that
recently,
bunker
unless
on
I
the
play
right-hand side.
horrible,
That's just for show.
I
Second
win by
shot,
a massive
back
amount.
up the hill just a little bit. I tell you what, second shot distance control is paramount.
That's a lot of wind into. Let's go with this. Just a little bit of a pull. That pull is
This
fine.
is a
Oh,
3-wood.
still a little bit much. I don't know if a full 2-iron gets it there is the
Wind
only
got that
thing.
one and took it wayward.
No, I wish the wind grabbed it.
This putt for par. As we move on to the next hole, he is up by 5 shots.
Yep, still up by 5.
We start the back 9 with a par 4.
With a par 4.
That was right on target.
And they have
Rich, we've seen this
finally.
before. The
It took 'em
player
a
was
li-
in
it took 'em a
similar
month.
area yesterday.
Got some good vibes.
But they
after
have
yesterday. Trying to keep it up again today.
made the right changes to the VC. So that's good to know. Alright, it's good that they've done that. And it, oh, damn, left it. If I hadn't left that open, it would have been perfect. And they're the ones that we wanted.
Okay, green side, and the goal now is to get up and down.
You know, for,
Good for a while.
for ranked, you now get 5
3-footer
VC
coming
per
up.
hole instead of just 3,
Okay,
which was
the putt
dumb.
goes in. Time for the next hole.
For society
Now that
events,
finds him in first
you get
place.
1 extra per hole.
Here we are at the 11th hole, a par 3.
So you get
I don't know if
72
they've named
per
any of these
18.
holes, but to me, this hole should be called moose antlers because every bunker out
Sick
here
of hearing
looks
about the
like
moose
some
antlers.
moose antlers. What a cool feature of it. Just don't find them. You don't want to hit it in the moose antlers.
He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
you
did,
like the
buddy.
look of that right off the blade.
Wow, only 2 birdies and an eagle so far. That's crazy.
And as we check the standings, it's a big 5-stroke advantage for our leader. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
And then they also have daily rewards. I don't know if they're I can't remember if they said they stay. Or I should say daily claim. So if you just log in, go to the store, claim it.
What's he looking at here?
I don't know if they stay or if they're just for this week.
Opting for the 6 iron.
But that's good. That's something that they needed as well.
Well, this will be a bonus. Right on 17 feet from here.
This for a birdie round.
Wow, it just didn't break at all. Really.
Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the
Interesting.
next. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
They always said the greatest
What is
par
pitching
threes in
wedge?
the world are less than 150 yards long, and this is one of them. Not long,
A little
but
bit of a
there's
pull.
not much room up
Wind
there to
just
work
took
with.
it though.
Massive
Stays on the
runoff,
green
short,
pin high, so
massive
we're good.
runoff, long. Distance control imperative. Fun factor, 9.9.
I knew that was too much.
And that puddle drop. Well done. And still in top spin.
But
After
yeah,
that
it was
hole,
like,
keep it going.
you know, you've made a
As we
game
head now to the par 5 next.
where literally
That is
everything
a thing of beauty.
is, or just about everything, you need VC for.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place
Yes, we
only.
were getting
It's
too
the
much
green.
VC in early access. Whoa, that was a bad push. But
Chance
they
now
they
from the
neutered it
bunker,
so
from up and
much.
down.
It was just insane.
And that's well played.
When what you were
Safely on
complaining
the
about was
surface.
leveling,
Lining up the birdie putt here.
but you
I
don't
like that
you
kind
don't
of fight. That
reduce
shows resilience.
the
That way to
XP,
grind
which
it
is
out,
how you
in
level.
the bunker,
You
up and
reduce
down for the birdie.
what you
Nicely
need
done.
to do literally
Now
anything.
6
Buy
shots in
things from
front
the
after that
shop.
hole.
Yes, level up your character. Play in
We've hit the par
tournaments.
4, 15th
like-
hole.
It is insane. Almost perfect. Ended up perfect. And it's just it's one of those things where you look at they look at a spreadsheet. Oh, damn it.
Needs a little ground help to
And
the
say,
left.
well, this is what we need to do
Those shots all day
because
have been
this is
working.
what we're
Another
selling
one hits the
after
green.
you buy the
It
game.
has been fantastic
Instead
to watch
of
all week long. This
Listening
player is
to
dialed
literally
in.
anybody that plays the
Our
game.
featured player still
People
sits
that don't
atop
play the game make the
leaderboard.
decisions. And just like in any work environment, that's not a good thing.
That is an absolute missile. This shot from
Because
about
then you don't end up
190
fixing the real
yards.
problem
Wind
until
moving right to left
it's
on
too
this
late.
shot.
Now, I will say I do think they fixed it in time for people to not say, well, I'm just not gonna either
Okay,
play it
nothing
anymore, buy
spectacular,
it,
but safe.
or someone like me who's like, this is too much of a grind. I don't feel like having a second job at playing a video game.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Because like if the VC, if I didn't get the game in early access, and I started with what they gave us, and it was taking this long to get all the shot types, I would probably honestly just say I'm not gonna bother playing the game really. Damn it.
Good distance remains on this long putt.
Wow, really?
So close.
Okay.
This one is 5 feet away.
I feel like that putt should have gone in, but okay.
And after that hole, our featured player is in first place. We've hit the 18th hole. It's a par 4.
Tee shot has to challenge
Staying
the
with a
bunker
steady
on the right
5-shot lead as
area,
well.
but not quite reach the bunker on the left-hand side. Find the fairway and just
It's
sit
like
back
it's
and
clear
soak
that
in the
so
view.
many
The
video
second
games
shot
now,
on this, going back into the Rocky
especially
Mountains,
ones that
it
are
just
online,
doesn't get any more
are being
majestic
made
than
for the
this. What
very
a finishing
few
This
people
is a
that
200-yard shot.
you know
hole. Straight down
do
the wind,
YouTube for a
tough to
living,
put a lot of
stream, and
spin
all
on
that
it
kind
on
of
the green.
stuff, because those people get through content extremely fast. Most of them do.
Tom Kim watched that one all the
To where
way.
you're finished
Great
with all the
approach shot.
content,
This player is definitely upping
you
the
know,
pressure
in a
this
month.
rivalry.
Time to go sign your card and get something to eat. 3 rounds.
But the
are
99%
done,
of
and
people
our
who
featured
are gonna
player
play your
has a
game,
comfortable advantage.
That's exactly where any player would love to be.
aren't gonna
But with
either
such a
ever
huge margin,
get
you know
to
it's yours and yours alone to lose, not just win. It's still
the
gonna be exciting.
end game parts of certain
That will
things,
do
like
it for
online
today.
only
For
games,
Rich
unless
Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire
unless you
2K
only play
Sports
that
crew,
game
I'm Andrew
for the
Catalan. We'll see
entirety
you
of
next
its
time.
life cycle. Most people will not get to end game stuff, you know, because you have a job that you're, you know, some people it's 5 days a week. For me it's 4, but they're 10-hour days, so I'm gone between 10 to 12 hours a day. And when I get home, you know, I gotta eat, take a shower. By that time, you don't have time to play a game. You're going to bed or, you know, winding down. And on the weekend, you have your other hobbies, or you have chores to do at your house. You know, you have family that you visit and do stuff with. So it's like
The Renaissance Championship begins next.
the average person.
Back with you. Thanks for joining us today.
Like, it took me,
So
I
glad
think,
you
a
could be
whole
with
year
us
to
again
finish
today
Baldur's
here
Gate
on
3.
2K Sports. We're hoping for another exciting
And that
day
was a
of
game that was
competition.
worth putting that much time in. Whoa, good God, what is going on with the lag?
Judge to perfection.
Big opportunity here. A putt for birdie. That putt goes in, and what a start
But with
for our
that,
featured
it's
player, adding to the
constant
lead.
kind of progression and story and stuff like that. For games like this that have no story, that
Semi-blind tee shot
you have to kind of grind for that progression. You know, you have to spend 150 hours to get to
Great placement, really cool look.
the level of
You think about
the people who
confidence
do it
this
for a
player
living.
has
You
after
know, it's
winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It
I should have
wouldn't
ended more
surprise me to see
left,
them
I
make
think.
another strong one at the title
Just a
again this
touch.
week.
Okay.
5 feet to the cup.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
And now
No
that
change atop the leaderboard. Our featured player still
Nintendo
out in
has
front.
announced their
The lead
$80,
is
$90
getting
games,
bigger and bigger.
I think you're going to see a stiff. What, you know, once that takes into effect, once Sony, Xbox, and all these other publishers see, you know, how much it either helps or hurts Nintendo. If it helps them, they're going to do it as well. And once that starts happening,
That's the
you're
type
going to
of
have
swing
people
you wanna
like
take
me
with you every time
that
out.
buy maybe 1 or 2
And
games a
about
year
110 yards left to
and
the
then
hole.
wait
As the
for
wind
literally
comes right
everything
into
else to
his
go on
face.
sale. Like, I mean, half off. sale, you know. Damn, that was still that short. I knew it was gonna be short, but I did not think it was gonna be that short.
This one would be from downtown. John, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
It appears it'll go up.
But I mean, with the price of the console, the price of the games, the fact that you have to pay for literally every online aspect, and for a person that's not a fan really of Nintendo stuff that much, I'm just not gonna get the console at all. I'm not gonna waste my money. But
let's see if
as someone who does like PlayStation, Xbox stuff, and third-party things, you know, once they start making those prices, boom. Then, you know, what are you gonna get day one? For me, almost nothing. Like I get the next Fallout.
It's a fairway finder for sure.
Day one, or
second shot here on the 5th.
I don't even know. What game series? Now that Arcane doesn't make the games that they used to make, like, I really don't know if I have a developer besides, I wouldn't even say Bethesda anymore, because Starfield to me was a big letdown. Fallout 76 was a humongous letdown. Arcane hit the the person who was in charge of it left, made his own studio, and I can't wait for his next game. He's put out images, and you know, it looks to be more of a Prey Dishonored feel.
As we move to the 6th hole, it's a par 4.
You know, and he said it's a first person versus their first game that they made, which was the top-down Weird West game, which I thought was good, but not something I would ever really replay.
Well played. And just getting into the shot now from a very similar location to yesterday.
Same spot as yesterday, looking for the same result today.
Pulled it. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well,
doesn't matter.
Judged. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had to read this a couple times because there's a subtle.
But until we see more of that game, we haven't seen any gameplay or anything. We don't even know the name of it.
We make our way to the par
you know,
5
it's software, the new Doom.
You're gonna love this hole. Just hit a nice little gentle draw right to left.
That's the only thing I can think of that I'm gonna get day one.
Second shot, most definitely hit your
upcoming.
nice little draw, avoiding those deep bunkers front and left of the green.
Oh wow, I thought that was in the bunker for a second.
Aggressive play on the par 5, and it pays off.
Absolutely love watching a player be bold and
boom, pays off immensely.
He makes the putt and extends his lead. As we move on to the next hole, his lead is 9 shots. Well, let's see what happens here at number 8.
All right, a little downhill. Take the 6. I don't think it's gonna, because that wind is gonna kill some of our distance because we hit a draw, like I said. But wow, just open. Almost pin high. If we hadn't hit it open, it would have been really good. But
I like the looks of this.
Really? Oh, it's just low. Really good putt though.
Finishing off that hole. After that hole, he still has the top spot on the leaderboard. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4.
Wide open tee shot here to that bunker out on the right-hand side. That's just for show. Second shot back up the hill. Just.
But yeah, I really can't. I mean, you can always say that, you know, most of Sony's, you know, development teams are worth it. You have Naughty Dog's game, which I'm excited about, but I mean, it's going to be what, 2 more years probably until we see that.
11 feet to the cup.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
That one drops.
And when it comes to Sony, like, that's the only thing I can really think of.
As we
Well, you
move to the
have
next
Ghost of
hole,
Yotai,
our
the sequel to
featured
Ghost of
player is
Tsushima.
ahead by 8 shots.
You have that one.
We begin the second 9 with a par 4.
Death Stranding 2, I'm not too excited. I liked the first one,
Wow, what a
but
swing.
it's not like I got the first one right away, but this one I won't. Cause to me,
He's got this
up the
putt
hill,
for
I should have had it all the way up the
Short
hole.
game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Wow, really? It just stopped breaking. But you know, and I have confidence that this next one's gonna be better.
Here's a look at the way things stand. He is ahead by 8.
But like I said, with prices of games,
I don't know if they've named any of these holes, but to me, this hole should be called Moose Antlers.
Oh my
because
God, dude,
every
shut up
bunker
about
out
that.
Here looks like some moose antlers. What a cool feature of it.
Huh.
Just don't find them. You don't want to hit it in the moose antlers.
Good shot.
With this wind, that's a thing of beauty.
Can we convert? Yes.
Oh, what a putt.
Um,
Well, it's an 8-stroke buffer now for our leader as we head to the
I
next.
can't think of anything else
Now
Sony.
on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity.
I think
to build
that's
on that
still
momentum.
they're still Sony.
The tempo there
Can't
was
quite remember, though.
exquisite.
Standing over his second shot.
Might not be.
Puff of wind blowing right to left for him.
Puff of wind. Oh my God, I keep leaving these way the hell open.
And this putt is for birdie.
Good thing
3
this
on the
is
scorecard.
the career mode.
John, what's the line on this putt?
Doesn't look like an easy putt. It's heading down the hill. Should move to the left.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next.
And with Xbox, like I'm excited for the
No
next
movements
Gears
up or down on the
game, but
leaderboard
I
for this
haven't
player.
played anything past 2,
Hole number 13, a par
and I
three.
need to.
Such a unique
That
design.
might be
Some of
something
the
I do
greatest
this,
par threes on
you
the
know, late this
planet
year.
Are less than 150 yards. This is one of them. Not
Oh, that
much
was way
here,
long.
but the runoff areas
Really
short
misjudged
and long.
how much
It
the wind
could
was gonna
be
take that.
maddening. What a design.
Okay, so it's
What a
actually going
hole.
left at
Make
the
two
start and
here.
then right. So.
Happy days.
Oh,
So close.
weird.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Our current
Weird.
leader now enjoying a 9-stroke lead. Welcome to the 14th hole. It's a par 5.
And especially with
That is
Xbox
absolutely
releasing their
spot on.
games day one PC.
This shot here
You know,
from about 240
For me, that's
yards.
awesome because I don't need to
Wind is
get.
blowing
I don't need to buy an
left to right. Gonna
Xbox.
try
You
and
know,
hold it against the wind.
I have a PC, so
Good choice.
wow. I guess
Over
my
the front.
lie. I think my lie was
Time to
probably
play
going
from the
that way.
bunker.
I did not check it at all, so that's on. That is on me.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. Okay,
And
he's
lucky
holding
with
steady
PC
the
games
leaderboard
on
after that
Steam,
hole.
you know, after a little while they go on sale for pretty cheap, pretty frequently.
Time
Like
for the tee shot at 15.
oh, it's just closed at the top, but again wound up perfect.
Wow, he's going to
Look at
like
that.
that one. Okay, Henny, what do you see down there?
Looking at this one, Andrew, it's down breeze.
Wow, it's just green after green. It's a machine.
I tell you, you just
Huh.
dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
16, a par 4.
You got to take it down the left-hand side, flirting with that bunker. Anything out to the right-hand side, you have a blind second shot. And from there, this is where it gets fun and interesting. A long, narrow green with water all the way down the right-hand side, a massive bunker on the left. Most players, the smart ones anyways, are going to leave their second shots just on the front edge or just short of the green.
An opportunity to make birdie.
If that is what the smart players do, I don't know what I am.
And after that hole, our featured player is still atop the leaderboard.
With 2 holes to go by 10.
We have a par 3 here.
Well, thankfully, since it's got length, they've given you a chance to run the golf ball on in case you can't fly it that far. If you missed it left and right, you're going to find some bunkers. for those players just
Ooh.
trying to find the front part of the green, run it up there.
Just
This is
carried it a
really
little
cool
bit
hole
too
for him.
far.
Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
A tricky little slider here.
Boom.
Downhill, moving to the left.
And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Okay, teeing off on the final hole of the event with the lead. Let's see if he can close it out. Second shot here at 18.
I think I can. It's just a hunch. In the lead by 10
This
or
is a
11.
7-iron on the way.
One hole to play.
What a beautiful leave right there. And now left with this putt to win the event.
Boom.
There it is.
Boom.
A win for the ages.
This player is able to hold everyone at bay once again this week. This is an outstanding performance.
Hurry up. Did it crash?
Rich,
There we go.
just an incredible performance. Back-to-back wins on tour.
Such a hard thing
Heading
to
into
do,
the
carrying
major.
momentum from one week into the next, but getting it done at the day's end, truly, truly magnificent.
Well, that'll do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Have a great night.
Beat him by 14. Holy hell. Still waiting for that damn tireless sponsor to get all the way up there. Jesus. They really need to up that one. Yeah, and I think my career, I think from now on is just going to be this guy, and everything else is going to be the people that I'm trying to level up. So like, I'm going to do the weekly master after this, and use the sculptor until he's at level 100 and stuff like that. Because this guy's at 99, he basically has everything. Level 100, overall 99. The clubs right now are all max. The ball doesn't really matter. Go through these really quick because, like I said, right now, and it's gonna take forever too, because the tie lists under all those just take too long. Alright. That's it for that. So yeah, I mean, we're at 19.4 million followers. Jesus, how much can you go? And like, we're at 6, and what do we need to get to? 8 or 9? 9. Like, It's so, you level up so slowly. And the next is a hat that I'll never wear. Than that, I just want these damn wedges. Rivals, we should have Will. Yeah. Alright, let's go to settings and conditions. Very hard. We don't do sim. CPU at 95. Let's go to 98. They go all the way up to 110. What the hell? That's so weird. Conditions, yeah. And you know, that's going into... That'll be going into a major. So when our next career video will be the PGA Championship at Quail Hollow Club. And hope you guys enjoyed this one. And I'll see you in the bye.